So in our Zen practice, we might say, studying intimacy. So each moment breathing in and breathing out. And we can see for ourselves that the mind of opinion is quite strong. So you may have all kinds of thoughts about how you're doing. Well, I'm doing really pretty good this evening. I guess I'm really becoming somewhat of a meditator. Or we might think, oh boy, I'm never going to get this. Look, everybody else is so still, and I'm just thinking about what's for dinner. Our mind just goes on, and then not only does the mind go on, but we form an opinion. It's what the mind does quite well. I like this, I don't like that. You're this kind of person. I'm that kind of person. So these stories that the mind makes up are quite useful at certain times. But these stories about how things are keep us from being present with things as they are. Your story about the world is not the world. There is an aliveness to life that is beyond any words we have. So we use words here in Zen and in these teachings to point to something beyond these words. So as if you think that you are practicing Zen, you are mistaken. There is nothing, no Zen to practice, but there is this capacity to turn toward this moment, to be present with whatever thought is arising. We don't have to try to stop our thoughts because that indeed is another thought. So we begin to see, is it possible to just be here? And when an opinion or a thought arises, we don't have to have a thought about the thought or an opinion about the opinion, but just noticing, oh, I like this, I don't like that. Not a problem. So this not knowing is quite a challenge because the mind likes to have a reference point, some solid point to come from. But as we practice, we can see for ourselves that everything comes and goes. Sometimes you feel good, sometimes you feel bad, sometimes you feel clear, sometimes you feel foggy. And me too. This is how life is, and that this teaching or the invitation is to meet your life in some unmediated way. What is it like just to be here? And that this extraordinary aliveness of life is always here at every moment. But to touch it and be touched by this aliveness requires this great discipline, this great skill of not knowing. So we say not knowing is most intimate, and we practice letting ourself be as we are, letting the world be as it is, letting this moment open, close, turn around, come back, no problem. So the teacher said to the student, "Where are you coming from?" The student says, "I am wandering about on pilgrimage." And the teacher says, "What is the purpose of your pilgrimage?" The student says, "I don't know." And the teacher says, "Not knowing is most intimate." So, thank you. Can all bow.